Hi, I'm Trawler Specialist Jeff Merrill, and unfortunately, I'm not aboard Jubilee. She's in Northport, Michigan right now in hibernation, in winter storage, waiting out winter and getting ready to reblossom in spring. Jubilee is really a very special boat, and I'm trying something different since I was not able to get aboard to do a typical talk-through video. I'm doing a voiceover, what I call a talk view video, to try to give you some more perspective on this magnificent Seahorse Marine built steel diesel duck. Jubilee is priced at under $400,000. We don't like to give a specific price in case the price changes, but for a 41-foot length overall boat, that is a lot of value, and she really shows well. What we're looking at right now is some footage that we used when we filmed the boat 3 years ago. That was a talk-through video, and that video is also still available on the JMYS YouTube channel. So if you watch that after watching this or before, you'll have a pretty good idea about Jubilee. You'll know a lot more about her, and we would love to get you on board. That's really the ultimate test. So I want to just kind of give you a little bit of background on diesel ducks, and you just watch the footage and I'll talk. The diesel ducks are designed by George Buehler. George Buehler was based up in the state of Washington, came up with a new concept for boats, which he called diesel ducks. He calls them Trawlers, T-R-O-L-L-E-R-S versus Trawlers. And his idea was to kind of make an everyman boat. Many of the diesel duck designs are available in kit form, and there are really two major builders of diesel ducks in the world who have done more of a production mode, if you can call building a boat in steel a production mode. There is Asboat in Turkey, and then Seahorse Marine in mainland China. Bill Kimley is the builder of Jubilee. He is the owner of Seahorse Marine in China, and he has built more diesel ducks than anyone. The 382 is the smallest version of a diesel duck that is being produced, and each one is built to order. As you can imagine, a steel boat involves a lot of setup, a lot of welding. There are a lot of man hours in putting these boats together, and the labor, the skilled labor, the craftsmanship, the quality, and the typically lower labor rate in China has produced a great value boat. Another approach that Bill Kimley and Seahorse Marine have used is to not do any marketing. And the word of mouth campaign has made the diesel duck a very big buzzword in a lot of markets, but it's not as widely known or as widespread as a brand like Nordhavn, Krogan, or Celine. Those are comparable long-range cruising boats, but they are fiberglass hulls made out of the same mold, more of a repetitive style. There are some advantages to fiberglass because you have the uniformity of the molds, but one of the advantages of steel is it's much easier to make customization. If it's ordered up front, you just change the length of the metal, weld it differently, and there's no tooling to work around. So Jubilee was ordered by an American person who wanted to have a good trawler. I actually knew this person because at that time I was working at Nordhavn. We talked about possibly building a Nordhavn, but he got such a great deal from Bill that he went the route of the diesel duck and commissioned Jubilee. The current market right now, as I'm recording this in 2021, there is a tariff on Chinese-built products that applies to both new boats and used boats, and that tariff is 26.5%. Too much. That's too much of a premium for anybody who would want to buy a boat that is outside of the U.S. to bring it into the U.S. market. If you are from another country, this is not a concern for you, but as a U.S. citizen who wants to get a bank loan, you have to get a Coast Guard documented vessel, and you'd have to put it into the stream of commerce for the United States, and you'd have that 26.5% premium. Not an issue with Jubilee. She is U.S. duty paid. She is U.S. Coast Guard documented and can easily change hands to another U.S. citizen. If you are from another country, you could also take her out of the U.S. stream and put her into the flag of your choice. Jubilee benefits from a lot of good use, but lightly used and well looked after. She really has been an ideal platform, and in the last couple of years, she has not been used as often as before. So you will have normal wear and tear as you would expect for a boat that is now coming up on 14 years old, but the quality built in and the care that the two owners have had, this is the second owner who's selling it right now, will really show you that even though this footage is 3 years old, I think you'll find that Jubilee looks very much the same today as she did when I recorded the other video. There are a lot of things to talk about. This is Imron paint. It's a navy blue color. The displacement on Jubilee is 56,000 pounds. The range, as published by Seahorse Marine, is 5,500 miles plus, and that's going at 6 knots with 10% in reserve. Length overall is 41 feet or 12.5 meters. Waterline length, 40 foot 3 inches or 12.27 meters. And she has an air draft of 45 feet, which is 13.72 meters. There is a hinge at the base of the mast that can get the profile down to 18 feet. Not many hours on the John Deere 4045 85 horsepower main engine. This is a 60 hertz boat. There's also a Northern Lights 6 kW generator on her, Muir Cheetah horizontal windlass. Great interior layout, Force 10 propane stove and oven. You have teak wood on the interior, granite countertops, ultra leather. The range that I talked about is possible because there are 1,720 gallons of fuel, 6 steel tanks that comprise over 6,500 liters of fuel, 45-gallon holding tank, 316 gallons of fresh water. The boat really has a great layout and has great room. The headroom throughout the boat is a minimum of 6'7". The owner stateroom has headroom of 6'11". The owner's bed is 6'8" by 4'11". There are a lot of dimensions and details that we have on the JMYS.com website if you'd like to look at this closer and study her with all the details available to you. George Buehler, unfortunately, did not do as many designs as we would have liked him to do, and he passed away too young. But the boats that he has designed really have the great capability of crossing oceans and taking their owners to faraway places. Bill Kimley has taken that to a new level by branding these diesel ducks of the Seahorse Marine version and had enough of a continuous production flow that he's been able to keep some good consistency. Many of the same laborers who have been working with him for dozens of years are doing the same building, the same wood craftsmen, same welders, same stainless steel guys. It is a production arrangement, but each one of these boats truly is a semi-custom build. Jubilee is a great value as a boat that you could use to take wherever you would like to go. The owner cabin is aft, so very comfortable when you are in rough seas to be all the way back aft. It is an island berth configuration, so you can get in and out of the bed from either side. All the way forward is a guest cabin, so if you do have guests, which on a 40-foot boat, you're probably not going to have too many guests, but if you do, you're sleeping at opposite ends of the boat. So there are bureau, opening port lights, opening hatch. The owner stateroom really has everything you need to be comfortable, quiet, and you're, again, back aft in the boat where it's going to be a smoother ride. The engine room is right opposite the galley, and that engine room access has a good-sized door. You get in to go see the John Deere diesel engine. There is an innovative sea chest that the diesel ducks like to use when they are providing the raw water for machinery. And the galley is almost a sailboat type galley. It's a narrow hallway there that connects the owner cabin up to the main living area, the salon. So it's a easy galley to work around in where you can brace yourself and be comfortable while you're preparing meals. There are all the usual microwave, refrigerator, freezer appliances. And the engine room is very easy to get around. All of the equipment is labeled and it is easily serviceable. The engine is naturally mounted on centerline, And with the galley to port in the hallway, it makes the outboard or the port side of the engine a little bit difficult to reach, but everything else is relatively easy to get to. The Northern Lights generators and a sound shield. There's even a workbench in the engine room for doing projects, and you also have a port light in there that lets a little extra light come in if you're working on it. Racor fuel system with valves up forward, good tight fuel lines. Really a very easy to use engine room with that sea chest providing the raw water for the main and the generator. It really makes it a serviceable boat that you can enjoy while you're underway. The rig on deck is a mast with a roller furling headsail and mainsail. So it's a sail-assisted trawler, truly a wonderful boat. We would love to get you on board. If you'd like to do that, we do it by appointment. You can look at the website, JMYS.com, or you can contact listing broker Larry Friedman, who also has his information here. Thank you for your time. Thanks for letting me try a different type of video arrangement for you here. We look forward to hearing from you, and we can't wait to get you aboard Jubilee. Hey, great to be underway again, out on the water. Love it out here. Thank you very much for watching the video. We have a couple of things you can do. One thing is you can click the bell to get a reminder when we post the next video. We love it when you give us those thumbs up. And then you can subscribe by clicking the button below. Once you've seen a couple videos, you might also want to check out some of the other ones, so you can click on one of these videos on the side. Thanks. We hope to have you come back here soon, and we'll be putting up more content shortly.